a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Snags the quick throw. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set to some of those greats.
Offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. It is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the second down incompletion, we'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Makes a quick grab. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Extending the play now. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Just gets it away, taking a shot. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? And he'll set up to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete. A full down stop.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
They convert the PATs, and the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
First down and 10 now. And the handoff towards the right tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Cut quickly. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. The receiver makes the catch. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 21, Florida State 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course.
And that's another Florida State.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it third and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
So another third down conversion. Now they're set up at first and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown. No. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. State offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On third down, he drops to throw. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's looking deep here. He's got it right near the end zone. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the first down and much, much more.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. If you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. Saw that exactly on this score right here.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Tailback takes the handoff again. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. The Seminoles will have to kick it away. He's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. That's a bizarre play. Goes backwards all the way to the end zone for a safety.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And out comes the offense set to take over here. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coach...
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Fighting off the defender. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that kick will just bound into the end. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it's been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He's past the marker and still going. That's a big game. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play. The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. The defense with more pre-snap movement. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this one is getting ugly. Set up with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm, and eventually you're going to hit some big plays.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? They get him down after a short return run. The takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking tackles. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a toss to the left side. It tests the middle, but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Ohio State 51, Florida State 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The linebacker shifting around now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the grab. It's a nice gain. Move the football to the 27. The Noles come to the line in the hurry up.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where...
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
And the Noles come to the line with 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Point after, not right through. Line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They're going to run the option. Ball handed to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. They'll work the clock here with the running game. And some room to work now. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Defense showing blitz here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Okay, ready?
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Point snap to the back. Powers through. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.